Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around this beautiful, beautiful world. How to promote your TEDx talk. This is the topic today, but just before I jump on the 2 strategies, what I'm going to give you to diffuse massively your TEDx talk. Let me just stop all my emails because they start kicking in. I want you to put hashtag live if you're watching it live, hashtag replay if you're watching it replay. Say hi, say where you're watching it from, so I will know who is watching today. And if throughout today's episode you've got any kind of questions, put them in the comments below. Stay tuned to the end because I've got super exciting news as well for you. So, how to promote your TEDx talk. There are 2 different strategies which I've been giving to all my mentees. They've been using it massively. I need to do up-to-date stats, but so far in total across my mentees, people who I coach one-to-one or people I just gave them ideas and or I was doing the SEO, and we're going to talk about that. They've got around 3 million plus views across all of them. So it's those strategies does work really well. Let's see who is watching it right now. Good morning. No, good afternoon, Michael. As you're in the UK, it's already 12:02, so it is afternoon. How are you, my lovely? Okay, so let's dive directly into diffuse strategy number 1. So the number 1 diffuse strategies, I want you to think like 2 streams. Okay, the stream number 1, diffuse strategy number 1, is actually for the audience who knows you very well, and you need to drive traffic towards your YouTube video of your TEDx video from the well-known audience to your YouTube video in the first 48 hours. So what does it mean, well-known audience? These are people who know you very well. They trust you, they like you, they love you. There is like 100% chance that they're going to be 100% excited that they're going to go, they're going to click, and they're going to watch your entire TEDx talk. This is what YouTube is looking for how many people are going to actually watch the most of your video. So what was working in the past, that is up until I would say mid 2022, is that YouTube had KPIs around how many likes you had, how many comments you had, how many views, as number of views that you've got. That changed pretty much mid-year 2022. And now the measurements what YouTube is taking is now how much of your video has been watched. And I'm not talking about just TEDx. I know this show and this podcast is about TEDx. It works for all kinds of YouTube videos. If you're doing right now podcast and it's on YouTube, you have to basically try to get the traffic of people who know you, because you know that these people are going to watch a lot more than just like the first 3 minutes, the first, it's actually a percentage wise on YouTube. So like 5%, 10%, 30% of your videos. So the reason why you need, in diffuse strategy number 1, you need to start working with the people who love you and they like you and they already trust you, they know you, is because there will be this 100% chance that they will be 100% excited to watch 100% of your TEDx talk. Okay, this is so super important. Michael is saying, hi, Bilala. Yes, you are in Birmingham. Good morning, Birmingham. That is so cool. Okay, so this audience is also proud of you and they want to share your talk with their friends. So every time when people are sharing your talk, that increases the views, obviously, right? But the friends of your friends are more likely to watch also 100% of your video. These are, of course, the people who, because they know you and they love you and they trust you, they will like and they comment on your YouTube video. Comments are still massive on YouTube. The more comments you got on a video on YouTube, the more YouTube is going to show it to more people. Okay, so the reason why that strategy number one is to start with that warm audience, the people who know you, is because you need to ask them to comment on your video. When you have like, what YouTube does not like is this: when you have millions of views and you have just few comments, YouTube is like, I wonder what, what's going on with that YouTube video, right? So comments are super, super important. Now, in that group of diffuse strategy number one, people who know you, there are three type of groups of people what I'm going to go through. So these are the groups of the people which are going to help you increase the views of your TEDx talk. The group number one is all your networks and individuals, and that includes also celebrities and mini influencers and all kind of people who have big following. Nowadays, I'm sure you know at least one person who has like more than 10,000 followers, right? Like I've got 20,000 plus across the four major platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So that's about 20,000 followers across all these platforms. LinkedIn for me is the biggest one because obviously this is my own audience, and it's a bigger one. But I want you to think who you know that they actually have big following. Can you ask those people to share your TEDx talk? Here you go. Reach out to me and ask me to share your TEDx talk. Here's an interesting thing. I've been publishing the top 10 chart for most popular TEDx talk on YouTube. Most popular on YouTube. And I've been publishing this chart since, what is it, like 14 months now, right? Guess how many of those people actually asked me to share their TEDx talk on my own wall? And I would do it, absolutely. Like I love TEDx, as you know, like I love different talks, and I'm always curious. I always click and watch those talks. It's like a handful number of people. It's just amazing how people actually forget who they know. So in the first group, when you do your TEDx talk, before it's even published, I want you to sit down and write that group number one, the people from your network who love you, they know you, huge chance that they're going to go and watch it. List all these people, list all the networks, list all the groups, list all the influencers, all the celebrities, all the people who have big following on social media, and basically reach out to them. The group number two, there is a comment I'm going to come in a second. The group number two is your own email list and the email list of the people who also have big mail list. Okay, so it's actually two type of people here: your own email list and email list of others. So this is huge. It works not just a magic, it works massively. So let me show you this as results. One of the people I work with, and I did the SEO. Again, I'm going to talk about SEO for TEDx in a second. All I did for her is the SEO analysis, and I analyzed the title as well. So we plugged in all this analysis, what I'm going to give you as elements. But she used that strategy. She basically blasted her own email list, and then she sat down and she asked herself, like, who I know that they have big email list. In 7 weeks, I confirm, in 7 weeks, she reached 1 million views because of that strategy. Like, I'm giving you 3 different mini strategies within strategy number one. One out of those gave her 1 million views within 7 weeks. That was incredible. But she was on it, right? She was like so determined to get to 1 million views, and she blasted her group number 2, right? Michael is saying, really looking forward to the session and the strategy you're going to share. Yes, thank you, Michael. Let's just continue. Group number 2 is what I just covered with email list and list of other people. Group number 3 is the posts on social media, your own followers. Okay, so I'm gonna stop on that group because obviously you can increase your followers before you get on TEDx stage. Don't get obsessed on that one, right? Because not just your followers on your social media are gonna see your posts. That also depends on the hashtags you're using attached to the post, what you're gonna post about your TEDx. Okay, so here's a trick here. When you start posting on social media, I have that strategy of creating anything between 14 to 14 plus posts, where every day you post for 2 weeks. This is 14 posts. That's why it's like for 2 weeks. Every day, the text is completely different. The visuals is completely different. And the hashtags are completely different, because nowadays what social media does is not just to show your post on the followers what you have, but it's showing it to the people who follow those 3 hashtags for LinkedIn, 5 hashtags for Instagram, 15 hashtags for Facebook, 3 hashtags for YouTube Shorts, and 3 hashtags for YouTube videos. Okay, these are quite a lot of different hashtags, but every day you need to use different hashtags. Okay, now here is the sad truth. Okay, and you know me, I don't save you the truth. Okay, and I want you to know this because I don't want you to be disappointed. The truth is that most people start with posting on their social media, and actually posting on social media is the least effective from the 3 groups of people. Okay, your followers, not because they're not active, but because only about 10 to 15% of the people who are gonna follow you and see your post are gonna click on the link what you share on the post, and they're gonna follow your call to action and basically watch the entire TEDx talk. This is your ultimate goal, to have as many people as possible to watch the entire video what you had, right? Obviously you had to work on your script, you know, you need to be engaging all the time, etc., etc., but you already did that, right? You already delivered your TEDx. Like I covered how to be engaging and how to do amazing scripts and how to write the scripts, how to memorize them and all that. I did that in different videos. Go to my YouTube channel, go to the playlist on my YouTube channel. It's Biz Billy. You're gonna see all these different playlists there. That's why I did them. Right now, I'm talking only about the diffuse strategies, because your goal for diffuse strategy is to make the people actually go and watch the entire video. So the sad truth, only 10 to 15% of group number 3, your followers and your people who are reading the post, are gonna actually follow the call to action saying, go and watch my TEDx talk. Okay, so make sure please to execute the strategy number 1 in the exact order of the 3 groups what I just gave you. Okay, if you just joined and you just start watching, go back and watch from the beginning, because these are the 3 groups. Do execute them in the exact order. Okay, so always when I explain those strategies to my mentees, or like people I just meet in on different cocktails, I usually say like, what do you do? Like, oh yeah, I coach people who wants to be on TEDx stage. They always ask me that question: does your strategy works only for newly published TEDx talks, or like I already have my TEDx talk and it was like published, I don't know, like 3 years ago? Yes, they all work. The strategy number 1, what I just gave you, works for newly published TEDx talk. It works for those TEDx talks which have been published like months ago, beginning of the year, any time. It also works for talks which have been published long time ago and they need a boost. Okay, so if you're watching right now and you know TEDx speakers whose talks have been like published long time ago, and they were thinking how they can actually reset the views of their TEDx talk and reset that drive, attention, action, share that video with them, because that strategy works massively. So something what I will share right now. Let's just go on diffuse strategy number 2. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. So diffuse strategy number 2, the second part, is to drive traffic of cold audience. Diffuse strategy number 1 was about people who know you and love you and like you and they trust you, and they definitely gonna go and click and watch your TEDx talk because they're curious what you did and what you said. The diffuse strategy number 2 is cold traffic. People who never heard of your name, never seen your face, nothing. Like they have no clue who you are. Okay. That is very interesting strategy. Like how you can do that, how you can actually make YouTube to work for you. So, when you have the YouTube screen and on the right-hand side, you've got feature suggested for you videos. It's called featured wall, right? So suggested for you videos. You on YouTube, you want to make so YouTube is gonna put your TEDx talk on that list. Okay, how to do that? Okay, first of all, it's super important that the preparation for that strategy happens before your TEDx talk is uploaded on the TED platform. Okay. Now, what that strategy means is that you need to add 7 hacks and different SEO elements. And I'm going to go through these SEO elements right now. You need to attach those elements and hacks to your TEDx YouTube video. So basically your TEDx video. Okay. So here's a hack, which is also SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization. Okay. Every single social media platform has an SEO language behind the engine. The number 1 here for your TEDx talk is the title. You know that the title is not just like catchy and hooky title, what you really like. Title has keywords. These keywords needs to be trendy, or they need to have big following and a lot of views. That's how you choose what to put in your title. I have a very specific video of the worst titles for TEDx and how to create the best TEDx title. So go to the playlist on my YouTube channel. You're gonna find it there. So title, like, it's super critical. Title is the first thing, which is the decision-making point for someone to click on that title, to click on your TEDx video and watch it. Okay, that's why it's so important. But the keywords, what you put in the title, is actually SEO language. Okay, I don't know if you didn't know that. I know it sounds very digital and very technical. It's not that difficult. It's just keywords that are trendy. Okay, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and I'm gonna answer right after I go through what I want to teach you today. Hack number 2 and SEO number 2 is the topic. Topic is called by TEDx TED Media Uploader platform. Category is called in YouTube, but they're exactly the same. If you know YouTube, this is actually translated as a topic in TEDx language. Topic is 1 keyword. There is a pre-selected list of 6 or 7, don't quote me, was it 6 or 7? Any of those, 6 or 7 topics which are approved by TED headquarter. You cannot choose something else. It's a pre-approved list. Okay, it's a drop-down list. So you have to choose the best keyword that described your TEDx topic. Okay, in 1 word. It's super important. Then the next one, the hack and SEO number 3 is the 6 tags. Okay, so on YouTube, usually we've got like 500, was it characters? Yes, 500 characters, not words, characters. Here for TEDx, the limit is 6 tags, meaning 6 keywords. There is also a limit here that there is a pre-approved list by TED headquarter. You have to check that list, go and select 6 tags, 6 keywords that best fitting your topic, but also they're the most trendy topics. They're like really big following on YouTube. That's how you choose 6 tags. That's how I do my job basically when I do this analysis. I just search for all these different tags on YouTube and I know if they're big following or not big following. So these keywords should not repeat the keywords from your title and the keywords from your topic. Okay, they need to be different. Otherwise, it would be complete waste of a keyword, waste of a space for your tag. Okay. The last one, what I want to show today for you is the 3 hashtags. In addition to the keywords in the title, keywords in your topic, keywords in your 6 tags, you've got also 3 hashtags to add to your description of your TEDx video. Okay. Always, the question is like, yeah, okay, I'll do all this work. I'm gonna add them, but how? Like, how do I give it to TED? You know, you've got TEDx team who is looking after your video. So I want you to send each of those 4 SEO elements, what I gave you today, send them to your TEDx organizers and ask them to attach it to your video because you know that they're gonna work. This is how the job is done. You have to do it. Please, please, please. To be able to make that strategy working for you, you have to do it before your TEDx talk is uploaded as a video on the TED Media Uploader. Okay. Which basically, in other words, time-wise, that means that you go on TEDx stage, you deliver your TEDx talk brilliantly, as I teach you in all these videos in the past. And the moment when next day you sleep enough time and enough hours, the next thing what you're going to do and start working on is those 4 SEO elements to send them to your TEDx organizer. Okay. So use that time between you delivering your TEDx talk and the time when it's published to get that time to basically do your analytics and put these SEO elements and all the 7 hacks. I have another video which explains how the hacks. The hacks is not those SEO elements, but they're linked to those. The hacks is the way how you use those and the way how you choose what is trendy. Okay, now I'm gonna stop for a second. Dr. Kinga says, just comes at the right time. A talk just came out. Great. Oh, I love it. Our organizer asked for all of it. Isn't that something that they all do? No, sadly, majority of TEDx organizers are not technically knowledgeable. And at the moment, I have to say that on my own knowledge, I'm the only one in the world who actually specialized in TEDx SEO analytics. Okay, because there are a lot of SEO analytics, but if you don't know the TEDx rules, then tough, you know. You're gonna be like, oh, where is my thumbnail? Where is this? Where is that? Where actually TEDx has very specific rules, so that's why I specialized in that. The SEO words, yes, the SEO keywords. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I believe I answer your question, but if I didn't, please put the question here in the comments. Okay. As I'm waiting for you, Dr. Kinga, to tell me if you've got any questions. All of you, if you have any kind of questions, what I want you to know is that YouTube use the SEO data, all these keywords, after you reach about 500 views. Usually it's between 500 and 1,000 views. Okay, you just need to know that. Like YouTube is not going to kick straight away to be like, oh my God, there is a new video. The video has hashtags. The video has these keywords. The video has SEO data. Let me just put it to all the cold audience. That doesn't work like this. Okay. That because of this, I'm constantly saying the first 48 hours after the upload of your video, the publishing. Sorry, this is wrong. The first 48 hours after your TEDx talk is published are super crucial. Okay, because the YouTube engine is going to show your video to complete strangers thanks to these SEO elements. Now, I want you to remember something. The diffuse strategy number 2, adding the SEO elements, is going to start working only if you apply diffuse strategy number 1 first in a very short period of time. That's why it's best to be in the first 48 hours. Okay. So if you have only one of the strategies, you're going to have pretty much half of the results. If you have the other strategy, you're going to have half of the results. If you have both strategies, this is the full blast. Okay, that's why at the very beginning today I told you, think about like two streams you need to work on. The warm, hot audience you've got, and people love you and they're gonna definitely click and watch it. The moment when they start watching, YouTube is like, oh my god, this video has this interaction of people, let me just show it to cold audience. But to be able to show it to cold audience, let me check if there is any SEO data like hashtags and what's the title. Do they have like a topic which is good? Do you have like 6 tags attached to this video? And if you have all this information, what's going to happen is that YouTube will like, blast it all. Let's just show it to cold audience, like people who never seen you and heard your name. And the moment when they start interacting, this is how YouTube knows what kind of audience to basically attract for your video. Otherwise, if you don't have that strategy, you didn't attach the SEO elements, what's going to happen is that you get to 1,000 views and YouTube is like, oh, let me show that video to cold audience. Oh, there is no SEO data here. So the only thing what YouTube is going to do for you is to check the title keywords, and it's going to drive traffic just according to your title. So it's kind of like, that's why I'm saying like half a strategy than just this one. Okay, half the results you're going to get. So it will only read the title. It will show it to people according to your title. And if your title has keywords which are like nothing about your topic, and people start dropping from your video and has like only 3% or like 1% watching time, YouTube will like, nah, people don't like that video. So YouTube is like, I can see that the person drove traffic to the video, but strangers don't like it, so I'm not gonna promote organically that video. It's just like people don't like it. But the moment when you have all these SEO elements there, it's like more keywords, more food for YouTube to be like, okay, title didn't work. What about the hashtags? What about the tags? What about, topic? Let's just use the combinations of all these keywords. Let's just enlarge the audience, for all this cold audience, and see how it goes, right? That is how YouTube works. That's why I spend that time to explain to you. Just few more things before I go to the comments. If your TEDx talk has been already uploaded without the SEO element, you're not going to be able to use that diffuse strategy number 2, sadly, because it's missing. Once the published video is published, it cannot be amended. You will not go back to your TEDx organizer and say like, oh my god, I heard today that I need to put like SEO elements, like can I just amend my video? That's not possible. It's gone. Like literally it's gone. First of all, because YouTube doesn't like when video is edited. The moment when you have a video uploaded and then you go and you edit it, literally what YouTube does is to push it on the end of the queue, because you edit it, you change your mind about something, and it's like, nah, these people change their mind, let's just like low priority, low in the queue. Okay, because of this, and for many other reasons, I believe, TED headquarters doesn't like editing videos, so they're not going to allow you to edit videos. You're gonna, if that happens and you don't have the SEO elements, the second diffuse strategy, what I want you to do is to literally compensate with the diffuse strategy number 1. That's the only way you can basically promote your TEDx talk. Remember the 3 groups what I gave you, like, I don't know, like 15 minutes ago, three groups. So let me check the comments. Yes, you did. Thank you so much. Claire says that's why you're the best. I am. Thank you so much. Dr. Kinga, you missed strategy number 1. Please go and watch the replay. I'm finishing any minute. I just want to give you a few more news, and super exciting news. So once I close, just go and watch the replay. So I don't know if you've heard the news, and here are the news. I am closing my TEDx coaching program at the end of this year. So I want to thank you so much for being every single week for the past 2 years. I started that specific show 14 months ago, maybe, yeah, about 14 months ago. I've got 80 episodes. So, what I want you to do, if you want to go back and listen to all the tips and hacks and tricks and like all my teaching, do go to my YouTube channel, Bizbilly, Bizbilly. It is called the Red Dot Speaker Star, and just go and I changed the name the other day, but although I'm closing my coaching program, I'm going to leave every one of those videos on my YouTube channel. I know they're very valuable. I know that every one of you is going to have a lot of information. So it's, in a way, it's my own TEDx legacy. Okay, I created that that program with 5 modules. The 5 modules goes through the 3 different steps of designing your TEDx journey and designing your TEDx talk, delivering your TEDx talk, and diffusing. Today, I talk about part of that diffuse step. All the 5 modules, there is a video which explains each of those 5 modules and the whole journey, step by step, what you need to do. So please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. What I've got for you, and I'm so super excited. The very last live Red Dot Speaker Star show is going to be on 30th of September. I'm inviting you right now to come and join me. Do expect surprises. I know it's going to be super emotional because I've been doing this program for 2 years now. So please put it in your calendar. 30th of December is going to be 1 p.m. UK time. So I'm going to announce it, but please put it in your calendar. It's 30th of December, 1 p.m. And I'm going to invite different people I work with throughout those 2 years. It's gonna be a live show, as it is a live show. So let me just go through the questions. Michael, I'm so sad you're going. However, I do wish you all the very best on your new ventures. Thank you so much, Michael. That is amazing. Maria, oh my God, Maria, good afternoon from Japan. Good evening. Thank you so much for sharing your amazing insights. Sending you hugs from Japan. I'm sending you hugs and kisses to all the way to Japan. Maria, how is your TEDx talk? You did it in December. I know that. Was it 18th of December? You didn't send me a text message, or maybe you sent and I completely, didn't check my messages. Do apologize if you did. Put in the comments below, how is your TEDx talk? That's so exciting. Michael is saying we'll definitely be visiting your YouTube channel. Yes, please go to playlists once you're on my YouTube channel, and I'll put the link in a second so you can see it. I have learned so from you and the value you have provided. You're amazing influencer. Thank you so much. You know what? Just to close today, I'm gonna tell you a fun story. 2 weeks ago, I was in London, in just outside O2, in the O2 hotel, actually. There was the biggest entrepreneur marketing conference in Europe, and this time I was just sitting in the audience. Didn't do any public speaking as public speaker me. And one of the speakers is oh my God, James. Oh my God, James, what was your surname? Anyway, so he's amazing. I interviewed him 2 years ago. He was on my own show, the previous show before my TEDx show, and he came on stage and he said, people have fear of being on stage. I have fear of not being on stage. Literally, it was like 1,000 people together with me laughing massively. Okay. And then I in the break, I was thinking, I've got the same fear. Like, I love being on stage. I love being, interacting with every one of you. I love every one of you watching your comments and speaking with you online and offline. It's amazing. And because of this, I'm starting a new podcast right after that one is gonna finish 30th of December. Last episode, 80 episodes. I can't believe it's gonna be more than 80 episodes, obviously. um 81. But oh my god, so I was sitting the other, like, last week and thinking, like, what is my next, right? So I decided to do a completely new podcast. Okay, I'm gonna only share the name. I'm not gonna share more details because it's super exciting. You're gonna hear a lot more from me. It's gonna be called Dream as a verb and dream as known, right? So it's very double meaning. I need to check actually if I can call it that this way, and like, obviously all the registrations and stuff. But yes, there will be another podcast. You're all of you are so welcome to come to that new podcast and dream together with me. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna have guests, so it's not gonna be a one-man show like this one, but I'm gonna have guests every single time. You have inspired me to start my journey to complete a TEDx talk for 2023. Yes, and I'm gonna hold you accountable on that one, Michael, because you listen a lot, you learn a lot, and you're like a sponge. You learn very quickly. So I so can't wait to watch your TEDx talk. It's gonna be amazing. With that said, thank you so much. If any kind of questions come to your mind about how to promote my TEDx talk, how to diffuse my TEDx talk, just before I close, here's Maria. Wow, you remember the date of my TEDx speech? Of course. It went so well, and so many audiences came to me to hug me with tears in their eyes. Oh my God, it puts tears in my eyes right now. It was such a precious experience. The official video will be out by next January, so I will share the link with you. I'm about to cry, Maria. You gave me huge encouragement, confidence, and love. Can't wait for your next chapter of your dream. Mwah! Oh, that is amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my God, emotional. Yes, so happy that your TEDx talk was so good, and I knew it. It's gonna be so well received from your audience, because it's super important for the entire Japanese nation, I would say. I know you don't realize it and don't put it this way because it's overwhelming, but I can tell you from we had a chat, for all of you listening right now, we had a chat with Maria about her TEDx talk and what is the topic. It was just an idea in her head. and I was like, oh my God, you have to do it. Like this topic is yours, but it's not yours. Like, you have to give it to the nation in Japan. So I'm so happy that you did follow my advice and you did your TEDx talk, because it's super important to hear. For all of you watching, it's I believe you didn't change it, but it was linked to the fact that in Japan right now there are a lot of people who are dying from suicide. It's just it's super sad, but it's like when you see stats growing up every month, not years, every month for the past 2 years. Japan has been losing people, and it's just really sad. So I'm so happy that people like you, Maria, had the gut and the strength and like, just to follow your TEDx dream, but also to pick such a topic and go and do it. It's huge, right? It's powerful. It's huge. Claire is saying, thank you, sweetie. Can't wait for your dream, for the dream. Yes, me too. Michael, from the bottom of my heart, truly thank you. I'm gonna wait for all of you on 30th of December, 1 p.m. UK time. Okay, I will invite you as well. And Claire, thank you so much. I have magic inspiration. I love you all. I'm gonna see you next Friday. 30th of December, 1 p.m. UK time, whatever is that time in your own country. I can't wait to see you for my very final. Meanwhile, between today and next Friday, I'm inviting another guest. It's going to be a very exclusive interview with Haley Foster. I really hope that she can make it because she's having actually surgery right now today. And I'm wishing her best. But she's one of the most inspirational coaches I met. And because of her, and I'm going to just say it, right? Because of her, the world has TEDx. She was the first coach for TEDx speakers in NASA. NASA in US, when TED went out and wanted to do different shows outside the flagship conference, they went to NASA and asked them to organize a locally independently organized event, and NASA was the first one. NASA hired Haley to coach the speakers, all these scientists from NASA, to actually stand on stage and speak. They're scientists, they're not speakers. So she literally did magic to be able for those people to get out of fear of stage and like to be able to actually speak in a non-scientific language, which is normal for us. I mean, I don't have scientific language, right? She's inspiration, true inspiration, and I really hope she can make it because that's going to be amazing. And I highly recommend people to go to her and work with her as a coach, as I am officially not going to be a coach for TEDx speakers from 31st of December. I love you, and I'm going to see you next Friday. Have an amazing, beautiful, inspirational, magical, and wonderful Christmas tomorrow and the next day. I love you a lot.